There's my mic. Let's make this one quick. You can tell I'm super prepared. The Essay 5 presentation, you can't work on it much until you have a really good idea of where Essay 5, the collaborative essay, is going to take you. But I thought I'd talk about it just for a minute. Most of you are taking College Comp 2, to my knowledge, and as a result, this presentation is meant to kind of prime the engine just a little bit for what's a very important assignment in that class. It's called the Collaborative Multimodal Project. And so this is not that assignment, but this is a very watered down sort of diet, very small portion version of that much larger assignment. So what you got to do is you have a presentation that augments, that supports, that summarizes, that boils down, that gets viewers excited about your your collaborative essay. Sorry, maybe went to my screencast today. Whoops. So what you got to do is you got to provide readers with both visual and audio information, and that's going to be the rub for some of you. You're just going to want to make a Google Slides or some dumb lazy thing, and I'm not going to be interested in that. 10 to 20 minutes to experience. Most of you, I'm sure, will hone in on that 10-minute minimum, and that's fine for this assignment. But also, let's not make it drag out as long as the film festival is supposed to be. Everybody should chip in on it. And then there is a list of samples here. Oops, I just shared the link. I'll find some more. These are the ones I remember liking from over the years. Let's see. You need to have, lots of information about your theme and a clip from at least 3 of your movies. And the format, that's really what I wanted to talk just for a moment about. If you have these, iMovie, if you have iMovie, or if you have Windows Movie Maker, those are going to be your best options. I hate to presume I know any of your lives or any of your situations, but if everybody's in groups of 4, does 1 in 4 students have a laptop maybe they can all work on that has iMovie or Movie Maker? I don't know. I hope so. And if not, then there's still plenty of Web 2.0 open source type things that you can use. But iMovie and Movie Maker would by far be my strong suggestions if that's an all sort of a fiscal option for you. Again, I don't know. Boy, there are lots of editing suites and apps on tablet devices as well. I'm not going to put those on here because I feel like that when I give a big list of like, oh, here's things you can do through tablet, again, it gets down a road towards presumption that I don't like to find myself on as an instructor for a number of reasons that you're welcome not to care about. But anyway, the two that, if you do have a laptop or, MacBook or one of those cool new Windows laptops or even any sort of Windows device, maybe you still have the software installed on it. Maybe you have trial versions that you can use to sort of get this assignment done. So feel free to use iMovie or Movie Maker. There's lots of tutorials out there. I'm decent with them. I'm not great. I'm more of a words guy than I am images. But I'm happy to help you out if you have questions. I can point you in productive directions. Now, your best option, clean this up a little bit, of course, is to make a screencast. Hey, look, I'm making a screencast. I use Screencast-O-Matic because they go the longest. Screener is 5 minutes tops, and it's been kind of buggy lately, so I haven't used Screener like at all this semester. I used to really love it. It was way back in the day, 2009. It was tied into Twitter. It was, really had a lot of fascinating functionality to it. All gone now. I guess the money must have left that website. It's hard to find good screencasting out there. Jing is one you have to download to your computer in order to, you have to save the video files, and that gets, weird with storage and if you're working on a school computer. So I don't mind Jing. My wife uses Jing quite a bit with her screencasts that are much more professional than mine. So there's something to be said for those. But again, I like this class to be sort of free. And one other one I'll put on here, Camtasia is not a bad one. But again, it's got the paid version is so much nice. It's so much nicer, and so the options that you have with the free version of Camtasia aren't spectacular. Now, I won't say that Screencast-O-Matic is spectacular because you're obviously, you're probably looking at a watermark right now. It's probably somewhere down here. And as I move this, I don't like how there's that, click, I can click here and click here. It's not my favorite, but it goes 15 minutes. It's you can use its web recorder, which is really nice. You can download it. It's a little more stable that way, I find. The quality of the recording tends to be just a little bit better as well. Screencast-O-Matic is great. If you're going to do any of these other options, Tumblrs or Prezis or, my goodness, PowerPoints, you're going to need to use Audacity to augment your presentation. You're not going to need to. Prezi has some options on how to record audio information as well. So if you have questions about this, Audacity is a really easy to use sort of audio editing suite. It'll record, it'll help you chop it up and edit, and you can even add sort of music beds and transitional music, that sort of thing. I'm hoping that some of you are sort of creative and active in your interests in terms of this sort of thing, and you maybe really come alive with this assignment. So Audacity, get familiar with that if you want to make a more visually oriented presentation, like if you want to create a Tumblr, or you've seen some Prezis from me, and I bet some of you are even better at Prezi than I am. Not that I'm that good. PowerPoint is good. It's nice for what it does. It's just, I don't know, I come from a bit more of a, what do I want to say? Not artistic bent, but something like it. I think there's something to be said for aesthetic information. Information that just is, aesthetic means sort of art for art's sake, or, kind of beauty. And as a result, PowerPoint doesn't really it complies with it, but just not in a way that I'm totally taken with, mainly because I had many boring professors who use nothing but PowerPoints, and so I'm sort of resistant or allergic, whatever you want to say, to using it still. I'm always looking for alternatives. And hey, no one's ever taken me out on this, but hey, you want to film a movie, you want to, use, iPhones are more than fancy enough these days. You want to act out some stuff, you want to create an actual video, generate content, no problem, go for it. Most students, most groups, what they do is, they take clips from the movies to sort of highlight the theme. That's completely fine. And then one final thing, this assignment is part of your collaborative essay grade, but if you'd like it to be a little bit more, if you're someone who maybe missed a reader response, or wants me to reconsider a grade that isn't awesome, do an awesome job with this presentation and I will consider that. So there we go. I said it'd be short, and it's about half as long as mine usually are, so do with that information what you will. Email me your questions.